Today I'm going to be talking about the 3 M's: mindset, money management, and mindfulness. I mean, actually not mindfulness, momentum. Momentum is a really big one. I talk a lot about momentum. When it comes to the 3 M's, this is what you need to scale. Because most people have to scale. Like, they have to basically go from zero to a hero. I mean, that's just how it is. I mean, unless you're, basically come from a rich family or something like that, or you're already rich, you got to scale. You got to come from being an underdog to a star, a shining star or whatever. So 3 M's: mindset, money management, momentum. So when it comes to mindset, no matter where you are in the world, no matter where you are in America, whether you in a slums of Jackson, Mississippi, or the high rise in Manhattan, New York, I mean, you probably already are rich. I mean, watching me, I don't know, I guess you get your jollies off watching guys that don't have no money. But anyway, mindfulness is very, very important. The reason being is, if you're on that, situation where you, like I said, in Jackson, Mississippi, in the slums, no matter where you are, having a mindset, the money mindset, meaning, like, this is what I used to think about a lot of times, and I remind myself regularly, well, occasionally, about this. No matter the situation that you're in, there's trillions of dollars being traded every single day on the market, basically in the economy. Trillions of dollars are being exchanged every single day. And why do you need to know that? What does that got to do with your mind or your mindset? You know that the money is being transacted. It trains you to, one, try to get in that loop of where the money is being transacted. Okay, trillions of dollars are being transacted every single day. Where is the money at? And how do I get involved in this? That's why the mindset comes in, and it gives you a level of not so much hope, but understanding that it is money being made every single day. No matter where you are, it's money being made every single day. And having that understanding, no matter where you are, who you're surrounded by, knowing that, and actually, that leads to following the money. Okay, who has the money? Okay, if you in Jackson, Mississippi, or whatever, or Gary, Indiana, or whatever, you could be a salesman. You could be a remote salesman. I thought about this today. I was like, sales is a #1 way of you can, make money in any area of business. Salesmen always are basically going to get hired, because salesmen are very, very important to any company. Any company is always looking for closers and salesmen, because basically, if you can get on the phone and convince someone, a complete stranger, to buy something, that's a very, very important skill. And you could be remote and be a salesman and close on sales and make money, no matter where you are in the world. So, because again, trillions of dollars are being transacted every single day. Okay, so you want to try to think about ways that you can get in the loop of that trillions of dollars. Okay, most people go to work, that's fine. But, okay, obviously work might not be enough for you. Then what else you do? Okay, some people can do Uber, Lyft, and DoorDash and all of that. But what if you in some place that it ain't popping like that? If you live in, somewhere it's like a remote one-horse town that everybody knows, everybody, it's like less than 2,000 people, probably DoorDash and all of that stuff is not popping in those areas. Probably got to travel far and wide to, be in a major city or something like that. So doing certain things to try to get into that mix, like I said earlier, growing trees. You can grow tree saplings. I said this shit before. You can literally grow tree saplings. Guess what people need? They need trees. I'm going to tell you one thing that people love. Evergreen trees. People absolutely love evergreen trees. Go on Home Depot and look up how much the cost of evergreen trees are. If you can grow evergreen saplings, different types of evergreen trees and bushes, that shit will literally sell. And it literally comes from a seed. So it's like, whatever you, my phone messed up here, but whatever you gotta do to get into that mix, into those transactions, to get a part of the economy, having a mindset, following the money, chasing the money, not necessarily chasing it, but following it and getting into the loop of those transactions, getting a part of the capital of everybody every day transacting money and the economy is important, and having the right mindset to know, okay, no matter what my situation, good or bad, I know money is being made. I'm not necessarily going to take it from anybody, but I want to be in the mix of those transactions. So having the right mindset is key, number one. And also having a healthy mindset, not being a crazy person, because you don't want to be a crazy nut job, because it's not going to help you get any money. That's going to help you get in a straitjacket. It's not going to help you get any money, because even if you get money, like my mom used to say, a fool and his money soon part, because you don't have the right mind. You got to get your mind right. So second, after mindset is money management. So you getting the money. Okay, you getting the money, right? Now you got to manage it. You can't blow it all. What do? We blow it all. Blow our money, and we don't save anything. We don't invest. We don't know how to. We think we got little small amounts of money and it's not enough. Money management is very, very important. A lot of times people just kind of risk everything. You have, it's like a poker mentality, I would say. And I'm guilty of this myself. I'm all in all the time. Like, I'm just like all in. I'm like, I got to put everything in the pot and, spend everything to try to hope that I can get, some money. That's not good. We all need to stop that mentality, and we need to only risk a certain amount of money, only basically invest a certain amount of money and not go all in. You don't want to go all in. You want to manage your money. You want to do a percentage of like 20 to 30% or no more than 50%, and then put the rest aside. You don't want to just put everything. Imagine this, right? And this is probably going to be my reality very, very soon. I got some funds from someone else that is not my money. It's other people's money, OPM. Okay, someone gives me $30,000. I need you to, invest this, okay, I put it all in just one stock or something like that. And then boom, it drops. And then what? Now I got to explain to my client that I lost his money because I wagered everything into one stock and I didn't practice money management. That's what I'm talking about. You got to practice money management. You can't risk everything. You have to be very, very cautious, very defensive when it comes to the idea of money management. Third, after money management, is momentum. This is the big one. I talk a lot about momentum because, okay, most of the wealthy people that are wealthy now are basically self-made. Nearly 70% of wealthy individuals now, they were wealthy because they made their money self-made. They did not come from any trust fund. They didn't have any inheritance. Some of them might have had, but it's like basically they were basically self-made. You know, they might have had more than others. Some people came out of poverty, like Oprah, Tyler Perry, the creator of Vidal Sassoon and Patron, that guy. Basically, I did a couple series on Rags to Riches. Those guys, they came from nothing, literally, poverty, and they were able to be self-made, basically millionaires, some billionaires. You know, so mainly 70% of individuals basically went from zero to a hero. They build up their momentum, and that's how they got where they got. They didn't hit no lottery or anything like that. They were self-made. They built up momentum over time. So out of the rest of the 70%, about 10% are basically from inheritance. They're heirs or heirs of other wealthy people that were their descendants, you know, grandpa or grandma, aunt, uncle, mom, dad. They got an inheritance, and they became wealthy. Okay, another like 14% or about 20% of individuals are a combination of self-made, and they also got an inheritance. Okay, so basically most people are self-made. That's where the Millionaire Savings Plan comes into play. That's where I wrote that book. You start with $1,000, and by the 11 steps you got $1 million, because you double. You got 1,000 and you got 2,000. You know, get yourself a reward after each time you achieve a step. That reinforces your brain to understand, okay, this is a reward. I get a reward for accomplishing this thing. So your brain wants that reward, so it motivates you to go out and go higher and higher and higher. Okay, that's yourself, you know, getting some type of achieving some type of success, and getting a reward from that. It basically triggers your brain to basically stimulate you to want to make more successes and get higher and higher up that ladder and get to where you get higher up the steps. It's not easy to do it, but it's not impossible. I'll just tell you right now, I started talking about the Millionaire Savings Plan about 6 years ago. I went from being in my sister's basement, you know, divorced, you know, basically with very, very little, to, you know, 6 years later being basically debt free, house paid for. I got a couple cars, you know what I'm saying? I got so much. My house is literally, I gotta get a big ass box, right, to put some stuff in it so I can get rid of it, because I got so much stuff, you know, from just buying stuff over the years. I got to get rid of this stuff. I sell some of the stuff on eBay and stuff, but I got so much stuff, man, it's just crazy. But all of this is from basically using my techniques and stuff that I have in my book, which is the Millionaire Savings Plan. And pretty much what I'm trying to tell you is that I'm pretty much on like step 7, okay? So I really didn't think, you know, that I would even probably be on this level. I mean, if I sell my house, I mean, pretty much that's, you know, right there. So, you know, I figured it was possible, but it's like literally it would be very hard if I didn't use my techniques that I did in my steps. You know, it was literally a plan, because one of the things about my book and the actual steps, it's also a financial plan, because each goal is like a financial plan. If you structure it properly, you know, I'm not saying you get a reward and you get 2 big booty strippers for your reward. I mean, I ain't got nothing wrong with that. Maybe if you got that on step 1 or 2, I mean, but if you got that on step 3 and 4, man, there's something wrong with you. But your reward should be something that you need, something that helps you achieve your success. And I mean, hey, big booty strippers is all right, but I mean, I just, hey, I don't think that should be your higher achievement in life to get that. I mean, but the thing is that those steps build up momentum, and that momentum is important for you to get higher and higher. After a while, people will start getting jealous of you. People will start treating you funny style because they looking at you. They don't see the struggle. They don't see the sleepless nights. They don't see, the blood, sweat, and tears that you put into your work. They just see, now you got a Porsche, you got a Maserati now, and it looks easy. But they don't see that you built up momentum through hard work and crafty goals and labor-intensive struggle to get where you got. People only see what you have. They don't see your journey. They never see the journey. They never experience the journey. So they don't know that you had a hard time getting what you got. Most people's mindset is that you had it easy. You got it easy, or you got lucky. They don't see the actual journey. They just see what you have from the journey. So that comes from building up momentum. And those 3 things are important. And it's not easy. I mean, I'm talking, obviously the reality of these things is very, very challenging. We in the universe, the earth is moving at millions of miles a second. It's other planets, it's all kind of gravitational pulls and retrogrades and people's behaviors and all kind of stuff you got to deal with. It's not easy. But if you keep these grounded, as long as other things, like you got to have faith, right? You got to have good health, good mindset, right? And you can achieve if you believe.